Good evening. Hello, hello. How we doing today? We are back. We got still more stuff to do. I did record the Aster video today, so that's gonna happen. A shorts editor reached out to me, and they said they're willing to take the ad revenue. So I think I'm gonna bring on a shorts editor, and we'll see what he does. So that's gonna be exciting. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hello. I also have another editor that I need to give work to. I just haven't had anything to give them. So we gotta start cranking out content at some point. At some point, we gotta start cranking out content today. Or this week. Maybe not today. This week. So, yeah. Aster video recorded. I want to do an Anby guide. I also want to check more boxes off of our list. Because honestly, the list of talking points for the week been pretty helpful. It's definitely been pretty helpful. Hello. Yes, welcome to Hoyo Dailies. Yo ho. Yo. Did we do DA on the free-to-play account? Yes. It was an easy one. Yes, we did. It wasn't that bad. You know what? Let me do batteries. Let me save myself some effort. Is Varka being made an outlier in modern Genshin history? Yes. Given where Genshin has gone recently. But the thing is, in the grand scheme of Genshin history, no, because Varka... Oh, okay. I need to do the YouTuber apology thing. It's been brought to my attention that there's a horrific mistake in my Varka video. Without realizing it, I accidentally referred to Varesa as a post-Chinese New Year release. That is inaccurate. Actually, last year's Chinese New Year release was Yume Mizuki. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I'm gonna make up for this. But yes, it was actually Yume Mizuki. Oops. Which is actually even worse. Oh, Average Luck Gamer, thank you very much for the raid. You missed my YouTuber apology. I'll do it again. Hello. Yes, I very recently published a Varka video on my YouTube channel. And I've made a grievous error in that video. I wasn't thinking. I made a really big mistake not fact-checking the video. Turns out, it's so loud. I accidentally referred to Varesa as a post-Chinese New Year character. That wasn't accurate. Unfortunately, it was Yume Mizuki last year. I'm so sorry for this grievous error. And I hope to be better in the future. Which is even worse for Varka. Because it just kind of cements the point. If you're unaware, Chinese New Year, big deal. It's their holiday break. They don't have Christmas in China. So, well, all the Hoyo developers are going to be on break. For this next beta cycle. Current and next, essentially. So, Nangong Yu has to essentially be done by the time she enters beta, or she's gonna get underbaked. More or less. In Genshin, this happens every year, where they just release the bad character. pretty impressively. Claim to fame. The first year, they did not release a new 5-star in Genshin. The second year, it was Yai Miko. The third year, it was Dia. And the fourth year, it was Chiori. And then last year was Yume Mizuki Mizuki. In Zenless, that was the update we got Anby and Trigger. Yes. And Anby was so half-baked, they buffed her. She jumped the line for buffs because they felt she was unfinished. Yeah. That's why. That's why I talk about it. Because it's somewhat of a reliable pattern. Because Chinese New Year is kind of just a big deal. No, I'd win. Whatever. We'll finish it tomorrow. What? Whatever. Thanks, Genshin. Star Rail is also complete. Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Oop. Nagong is probably already done. Most likely, if I had to bet. Because, spoilers, team up attacks are back, and they have incorporated team up attacks into Arya's kit that are currently unused. So Arya has currently unused attacks in her kit, which are for synergy with Nag. So presumably, because those attacks are already there, Nangong is done. Or at least close to it. That's the guess. You know what? We're just going to play separate music. That's like Dummy Dummy. I like Dummy Dummy. But how are you? Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys this. I got a piece yesterday. Oh, you guys are gonna watch that out me. Hold on. It's my energy drink. Non-sponsored energy drink. But yeah, we're doing Anby guide. We're also gonna read the comments on the Varka video because they're kind of funny. They're not as conversation worthy for the most part as a lot of our videos, but specifically the tier list. The tier list is always a great conversation. We can read them anyway. It's doing well. Sort of. Doing better than I thought it would do. Yeah, it's doing better than I thought it would. So that's good. Doing better than in Hari? I'll show you. It's actually doing better than the Banye video. I should actually look how many subscribers I brought in. Because that's going to be interesting. Good luck. But as a whole, I think the Genshin community just doesn't care about endgame anymore, period. And really they shouldn't. They've become enlightened. My content isn't really necessary anymore for Genshin. Arguably it never was. But I think it was to a point. But now it's much more questionable. We'll go through it. Ugh. The thing in Genshin is it doesn't matter if a character is bad. You can just enjoy them anyway. There's so many places to play a character in Genshin. Yeah, people just don't care. No one does Abyss, no one does Stitching and Onslaught, no one does Imaginarium Theater. They just aren't important. Which I think is why Abyss is easier this rotation. And is gonna stay easier, question mark? We'll see. Hopefully it stays easier though. But yeah, Varka. Look at this. Uh, 6 out of 10. It is outperforming, or it's doing similar to the last tier list ish. Okay, it's outperforming Dailin, Arya, Banya. But the Arya video was late, so it's doing basically average video numbers. It's doing well. It's on the lower end, but it's doing well enough. How many subscribers did we get? 27. Okay. That's not great. All shine was mostly from subscribers for once. But yeah. Varka, not bad. Sorry, I just started doing Genshin. Aha. True. I definitely just started doing Genshin content. Uh-huh. Definitely. I mean, we'll do more. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, we'll see. I missed Skirk. Whatever. It was before Zenless. There we go. Bruh. But anyway. Your standard guy. Oh yeah, they'll be new standard characters. Always gonna be bad. The best they can be is useful. Like useful as a support. Shout out Jean. Arguably Dia. Those are probably the best standard banner characters now. Mona. I think those are the 3 best. Not in that order. Probably Mona first. Mona, then Jean, then Dia. Just standard banner DPSs are, they're just always going to be doomed. They're going to be doomed in every game. It is what it is. They're never going to make a great DPS standard. The closest you get is Soldier 11 post buff. That's what you get. Take it or leave it. Tenari Hyde? Yeah, I was including Tenari in that statement. He's not that good. He's not. Never really was. Sorry. But yeah, like the goal for a standard DPS is to be the bare minimum. And that is, like, it's just by design. It's an intentional choice. And I can't exactly blame them for it. Like, what do you do if D-Luke is as good as, I don't know, Tartalia? Everyone thought he was, because people were stupid. But what do you actually do if D-Luke is as good as Tartalia? Not stupid. Uninformed. Unaware. Let me clarify that statement. Ugh. Why add standards? Standard banner characters are free characters every year because they give out the standard banner characters for free on anniversaries without giving out unlimited. It also gives players something new to claim for free every year, which is why they add one standard banner character every year in Genshin. Because they're never going to give, or not that they're never going to give out unlimited. They haven't given out unlimited, and they do this instead. The standard characters are designed to be given out for free and give people something exciting to get. That is their purpose. Dia is a bad example, because I don't think Dia was intended to be standard. Especially because Tainari was already a new standard that year. I got it way later. Yeah, you got it in Fontaine. You got it in Fontaine. Reminder, they made Tainari and Dia, and then they didn't make a new one until they gave out the selector. Like Yue Mizuki is a character that was designed to be free. That being said, I immediately lost a 50-50 to Yue Mizuki. Why? Because life sucks. Ooh. Okay. All right. That is attack? No. Oh yeah, Dia has the movement speed passive. That's really important. That's technically Chiori has it too. Rosaria has it. And there's another 4-star, Gaming. Gaming has it as well. This one will roll well. This is the one. Fair enough. How about you? What you got? Actually, not bad. Here's a good voice to sleep to. She makes you eepy. We'll play, I guess Pokemon Lo-Fi. Nothing ever changes. Pokemon Lo-Fi. Do it now. Thank you. That's not attack percent. Last stat is attack. Nope. Last stat is AP. Nope. Last stat is AP. Nope. It will hit +5 attack percent. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Last stat is crit rate. Nope. Actually, not bad. Yeah, whatever. Last stat is AP. This is a slot 2, it doesn't matter. I can't do anything with that. I don't really want to fodder this, but I kind of can't do anything with it. Last stat is AP. Can't do anything with it either way. Last stat is attack. Great. Last stat's crit rate. Nope. Of course not. Okay, chat. You can laugh at me, chat. I got this last night. We'll get a reroller, right? We'll get a reroller. D6. At least a D6 is more. Cope? What do you mean cope? Your roller costs $10? I'm going with that. I can afford that. I can afford. No, I can't. Whatever. Bruh. Water all that. Water that. Thank you. Did I miss anything? Technically. Well. We'll go through it all later.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly remarkable.
Alright, let's see if we can get an Orphe piece. One massive Orphe piece, please.
This one's flavor
How hard could it be?
goes on and on.
Hmm? Dude.
While I wait for your next
Try again?
this one's flavor goes on and on.
Next one's the next one will be the one. Check this out. Ba-boom! That's actually pretty good. I think we take that.
These fragrant melodies.
Seriously? You gotta be shitting me. Last stat is attack percent. Hits all in on crit. Alright then. Fair enough. You know what?
Fragrant melodies.
Clearly my Orphe's never gonna get an upgrade.
While I wait for
Good pieces simply do not exist. So, what we're gonna do instead is let's farm Faithin's Melody, yeah?
what
Right?
perfect
I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we've come to an agreement here. Not bad. I know.
This tune
Kinda not bad.
captures the essence of a dry martini.
That's attack. Wrong attack. I lied. That's all we got. Dude.
The joy that this
Cool.
this one's flavor goes on and on.
Damn it. Damn. Ah, we got one more in us. I should probably be farming a better 2-piece AP at this point.
I'll be waiting for your next visit.
Something to keep in mind.
Things wrong, okay? I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Probably should. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Wait, what do you mean I already have one of these? What do you mean the one I just got is worse? Well, that's life. Bruh. Yeah, be people happy. They're very happy. Speaking of which, it's time to bust out the Jane. Let's go rat. You are rat.
Different outfit, same objective. Let's move.
M4P5 Jane. Reset that. That.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
The ocean's got a...
Okay, like you.
Lord, where we go, come on. Let's show 'em what we've got.
Let's go. Lock in. Lock the fuck in, Jane. I'm expecting this to be easy. Actually, it might be. There's a chance.
Found your weakness.
Nice.
Pierce through the night. In the vortex, there's
Bruh.
no escape.
Red Star, I know what you're talking about. We're good.
Don't I know? Get my dress dirty and you'll pay.
Want some more?
You know, I was kind of expecting to get the stun. I'm not gonna lie. It's fine.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. I bite. Don't get sloppy. Hit him where it hurts. Now presenting.
Let's go,
the
Jane.
dance of death.
I think this will kill, right? We're on pace, right? I think we're on pace.
Notice me. Lord,
Pretty sure we're on pace.
Pierce through the night. Found your weakness.
Yeah, I'm reasonably sure we're on pace.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
such a pain.
In the vortex, there's no escape.
Alrighty, I want to help.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Finally, M4P5 Jane doing something. I'm so proud of my little Jane. I'm so proud of my rat. Bruh. Unbelievable. Finally. Finally. She killed the boss. Yeah, it only took a top 3 easiest boss. That's why Miyabi people are celebrating. We did it, baby. Yeah, Marionette is one of the easiest bosses in the... Because it has a high stun multiplier. And just normal to low HP. I would argue Marionette is easier. But they're both pretty easy. Kind of. Relatively. So wait until Miyabi gets limited Sokaku. Uh-huh. Should we try Anby again? Should we try to make this happen? Am I willing to try to make this happen?
Standing by.
That's a good question. Am I? Make some magic happen. We'll see. See about that.
Number 0, Anby.
Trigger.
I've got your back.
Orphe. You know what? Fuck Trigger.
I am the
We're doing
eye of
Astro Orphe.
The anticipation off stage is the perfect.
Yep,
feeling.
this is what we're doing actually.
Take a deep breath. The spotlight's about to shine.
Yeah, I've made an executive decision.
Captain of Silver Squad. It's been a while.
Let's go. The new boss. It is cool. They definitely studied the E33.
The sacred path must not be profaned.
Like it's very much an E33 build boss.
Down strategy. Loyalty. Now you can. What you deserve. Together, we'll compose a miracle. Engaging.
Yeah, keep her locked down.
Right on time.
Excellent work, Agent Anby. So I'm supposed to get another ult here.
Fire! Forge the path!
Close enough.
What you deserve.
Wow, no sweat.
Rising tide of destiny!
Close enough.
Music is the rhythm of life.
Keep her down.
Right on cue.
Well, Anby, if you get this ult, I'll fucking love you. If you get this ult. Bruh.
Soldiers!
Close enough.
Fight by my side! Great move, boy.
You're up.
Cool.
Loyalty.
You know, I kind of thought this would be better. You know, I'm actually pretty disappointed.
In the name of hope. Engaging.
Whoa! Look at that sick kickflip! Bruh. Man, I'm pretty disappointed by that. I thought I did play that pretty well. Yeah, some of those ults could have been in stun, but I thought I played that pretty well. Man. Life. Try Seed Orphe. Alright. Yo, what's up, Rastal? How's it going, P. Rastal?
I'll give you a hand. Yahoo! Seed at your service.
Yahoo. P. Rascal? Oh, sure, we can call you P. Rascal. I can do that. Bet. Easy. Am I gonna pull anything on the rerun? I'll do a 10 pull for fun, but pulling anything specific, no. Don't. I don't think so. Ow. Ugh. Hello. I'm to Alice. You guys can have fun with that. I think I'm alright. I think I will just get the idols. But I will spend the 20% off 110 pull. I will do that. I will take this bait. Because why not? It's 20% off. 110 pull. Might as well try my luck.
I'm not late, am I? You know, I really... What kind of fun job have you got me into this time?
What does that smell? Take a shower, you monkey. Ugh. Hello. When you see 6 every 4-star, every 10 pull is 20% off. Aha. They don't really make 4 stars. Yeah, it's 20% off 110 pull, 100% off the pity. Because it's a guarantee. Because of that, my Astra video is maybe a lot more positive than you'd think it'd be.
The sacred path must
So that's cool. You know, if you don't like building pity, you can check out Arknight's Enfield. The game where it's impossible to build pity. I actually strongly recommend you do. It's gonna be a good game. You know, I had the decimals. This is not correct. I'm just gonna do it anyway. And maybe it'll work out. Maybe this will work out. Wait, you can just... Is that legal? Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed... This is not my Defiler fight. Huh. Okay. Huh.
fire! Forge the path I tread!
Strange.
Rising tide!
She's just not great.
A
You know what? Fuck it.
Give 'em a full
Fuck
salvo,
it.
senior.
Yeah, I can see.
Got one for the plate. Let me lead the way. Let's make this place red with your firepower.
I did not mean to cancel that. That's fine though.
Need a shower? It's
Oops.
baby shower.
Mistakes were made.
Teaching you.
Where's the damage? I'm working on it, okay? So we're getting there.
Today. Got one for the plate.
Look, I'm working on it.
Definitely not.
Okay, we're gonna do another round.
Going a little harder.
Because this is definitely a strange attempt.
Give 'em a
We did get the ult.
salvo, senior.
It's not gonna hit. Bruh. That feels really weird. Feels really, really weird to get that many stuns on this fight. Or to get your stuns there on this fight. So we have to try to not stun her there. We have to actually try to not stun there. Huh.
Help is here.
Arcanite's drama. The only Arcanite's drama is its gotcha system being confusing. Which is intentional. It's definitely confusing. It's no two ways about it. It's confusing.
Definitely not my type. Going a little harder won't hurt. One shot, one kill.
Seriously? My combo ruined! My God.
Need a shower? It's
Bruh.
baby shower. Decent chicken. Just the thought of getting
I didn't have the Orphe buff up. Hold on. Hold on, reset. Oops. Small oopsies. Try this again, please.
I'll warm up your back. Got one for the plate. Need to fight him. Cover me, Orphe.
Did I really just screw that up? That's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It's a bit of a mess. We're gonna work with it.
Need a shower? It's baby shower.
Bruh.
Just going a little harder.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Everything's on fire. Got one second left. Ethereal, shout for help.
What? Okay. Sure, we can miss that. They never fixed this boss? It's not necessarily a reset. I don't need the days.
Not over yet.
The days is 30, or it's 30 days. I actually do not need that, so it's not really a reset. Necessarily, at least. Get behind there, please. Get behind!
Give him a full salvo, Steve Senior.
We'll go with it.
Steve Senior. Need a shower? It's raining show.
The noises. Yeah, she's very loud. She's just loud. Loud for the sake of being loud. It's all that yapping for.
Definitely not my type. Just going a little harder.
I don't know if I described him that way, but you can. Go off, King. Spit your shit. Oh, that's time over? Okay. Was this even better than the last one? Do I want to know? Of course it wasn't. Or it plus 1k PP because we missed the blade. So it would be 48k technically? Yeah. 48k technically. But yeah, I've now tried Seed, Orphe, Dylan on this boss. It's feels a little awkward. I'm sure you could do better than this. I just don't know how you would do it better.
I'll give you a hand.
I know it would be better. I just don't know how you do it.
Where are we going? There's no class today.
I'm sure there's some way. Are we doing help? No, we're just playing. We're not doing help at the moment. You'll need help with this one? I'm sure there's someone who needs help.
I'll give you a hand.
I'm sure there's definitely someone. Yeah, we tried Anby and Seed. Not go very well. That is. Let me try this one more time.
Standing by.
Anby, lock in.
Promise to along, okay?
Okay. My Anby isn't doing enough damage. Help.
I've got your back.
Okay. I really like that voice line. This is a complete aside, but I actually really like that voice line. It's cute. There's always something wrong. Get more subs on Anby? The answer is Orphe. Orphe needs more subs, but true.
The faithless are a blight upon this world. Cool thought! Cool thought!
I did not whiff that. I would never.
Sounds strategy.
Wait, I'm out of assist points? Oh. That's fine. That's fine. Unexpected, but I think it's okay.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Loyalty.
You hear Kachina? Why? Okay, and there she goes. Bye-bye, lady. Have a nice trip.
Ether vision activated.
Fire! Forge the path!
Cool. I don't hear Kachina at all.
Rising tide of destiny! Annihilation!
Jeez! Unexpected.
The target's exposed.
I'll get the ults, right? Okay, fair enough.
My bullets
Okay.
are one with the wind.
You know what? Fair enough. I see how it is.
Soldiers! Fight by my side!
Here, target locked.
Sounds strategy.
Okay, Anby, lock in.
Sustaining fire.
Resolve.
I give up.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Is that bug? I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot with Anby. My God, it's so hard. This boss is so hard, bruh. Unbelievable. What's the score? 48K. Bruh. 48K. Vera. Whatever. Whatever, man. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. Can I get a 50k score on Marionette? Probably. Probably.
I'll give you a hand.
It's a guess. Let's see.
Standing.
Am I using the anomaly buff? No.
I am.
Is the anomaly buff really better for Anby? Bruh. Interchangeable? Yeah, I know. That's life, I guess. Nothing you do ever matters, and there's always someone better than you. True. Just like life.
You're in my chip. Right over. Now you carry.
Nice. Nice. There we go.
Target locked. Down strategy. Move it.
The target's exposed.
Current overload. Strategy. Relay combat. Maximum firepower. Loyalty.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Right on cue.
You know, I actually expect that to be a little better. A little sad.
Time. It's time. Increase firepower.
It's a little sad. It's not that sad, but it's a little sad.
What you deserve. Now you carry. Outside. Show no mercy.
Press the advantage.
Dual left landing. Tactical strategy. Relay combat. Down strategy.
Oh, I don't have the decibels. Anomaly app, go! Save me, Anomaly app! I'm looking at that bar! I'm looking at that bar! Too late.
What you deserve.
Adjusting for wind.
Bruh. Surprised that started hitting.
What you deserve. Now you carry.
It's so weird that her dodge cancel can be her dodge counter can be canceled into another dodge counter. It's so strange. It's such a weird mechanic. I'm never gonna get used to that.
You're up.
The target's exposed.
Current overload.
Okay, Anby, you will have decibels for the third ult, yeah? Yeah?
Right on cue.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Glad we agree, Anby.
You won't back down. What you deserve.
Close enough.
Down strategy.
Okay, we got 40k at least. We did it. We got 40k. I call that one. Good old pat on the back. Job well done. Job well done. The Chingy engine for Dylan. You should really use an ER main instead on Dylan. You really shouldn't use anything else. Anything that doesn't give ER. Let's go, Anby. Wait, I need to be recording this. We're gonna run it back one more time from the top. One more time from the top. Okay, for the people in the back.
Reporting in.
Magus, take 5.
Let me show
Try again, take 2.
Now you can.
That was the cleanest whiff I've ever seen from Anby. Honestly, I can't believe that missed.
Behind me. The melody of combat.
Anby!
I'll keep you safe.
Right on cue. Off balance.
Felt the target's exposed.
Duel like London.
No decibels.
Go.
No decibels. Okay. We'll get them next time, baby.
What you deserve.
Target locked. Sniper's
Fuck it.
free. 1 shot, 1 kill.
Sound strategy. Now you can.
We're not getting 4 stuns, though, or we don't want to do 4 stuns. We might have to.
What you deserve. Fight over.
Yeah, we might be forced into it. Wait!
Off balance.
Press the advantage.
Current overload. Right on cue.
What you laughing at? What you smiling at? Trigger, she's M1 on attack percent.
It's time.
Recalibrating.
Crossfire. That felt good.
Well, we will be resetting. Our decibels are a mess. Yeah, it's time to run this back from the top. This is what we call no good.
Behind me. It's time.
I think there's a professional term for it. No bueno.
Now you can.
Yeah, let's just reset. Let's just run. Try it again. Ooh.
Save your strength, Anby. Adjusting for wind.
Right on cue.
Are you gonna optimize? Sure. But it is technically one of the easier 60Ks you can do. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. But it is one of the easiest ones. That's why every character does it. No matter who you are, you will 60K Mario. It's a him. 60K agenda merchant. Nah, I'd hit a defensive. I do. Hold on. Hear me out. That doesn't count. Hear me out. That does not count. Yeah? Glad we all agree. Come on.
What you deserve. Fight over. Now you can.
No, Anby, I don't deserve this. This is glorp. Can you do a dodge? No? Thanks.
The melody of combat. Now you can.
Cool.
Roger that.
Thank you.
down.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Right on cue.
Cool, we got the Orphe buff up. Got our ults off. We didn't actually do that much damage, but it's fine. We're going to have decibels, yeah?
I felt good.
I'm glad we all agree.
Down straight. Now you can.
It's so weird that you can cancel her dash. I'm never gonna get over it. It feels so weird.
Now you can.
Press the advantage.
Okay, make him pay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Anby or Isan? Oh, who do you like more?
Now you can.
Adjusting for wind.
I did not mean to let that one go. I did not mean to die here. But it might happen anyway.
What you deserve.
Unintended strats.
Mind the blind spot.
I think she's fine.
Hang in there, Anby.
I think she's fine. Let's try a different buff. Wait, I never pulled up the YouTube chat for the stream. I thought I did. Turns out I did not. Apologies. I am so sorry. Oops. Is Trigger bad now? No. Trigger is good for Anby, and basically just Anby. Wait, the anomaly buff probably is the best one. Huh. Interesting. You know what? We're just gonna use this one. Bruh.
Leave it to me, Anby. Adjusting for wind.
Would you believe it if I told you that Suna Girl actually does damage? Theoretically, at least. Theoretically, that Suna Girl actually does damage.
I'll keep you.
No, you wouldn't believe it? Fair enough.
Press the advantage.
Dual electro engine.
You don't care about Suna? Well, sooner or later you will.
Loyalty.
Vivian damage would be like Trigger. Not Trigger, it would be like Orphe. Orphe and Vivian are similar characters. More or less. Seriously? It's fine. Thank you.
Now you can.
I'm looking at the anomaly timing.
Outbound.
See how this works out.
Now you can. I'm on it.
Enby, stop getting hit. Lock in.
Exposed.
Enby, stop.
Bend over there.
We do not have decimals. Well, that's fine.
Thank you.
We played too aggressively. Anomaly proc, save me! It didn't save me. Or
Now you can.
whatever, I'm just gonna launch it. We're just gonna send it, it's probably fine.
It's time.
Recalibrating.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
One shot, one kill.
Down strategy.
DPS Jow? I honestly wouldn't know.
Press the advantage.
Duel left.
They might be out there, but I seriously would not know.
Time to focus fire.
Right on cue. Not over.
Okay, if we can get a stun here at the end, we'd be golden.
Adjusting for wind.
Watch out.
How hard could it be, yeah?
What you deserve.
Impossible is how hard it could be. Thanks, Anby. God bless. Oh, well, let's just launch into her.
You won't back down. It's time.
I love when my score is exactly the same. I love when my score is exactly the same. Chances for a new Aftershock DPS, pretty high, right? I think that's a lower score. For the record, technically that is a lower score. Bruh. Wait, we got rated today. What is Average Luck Gamer up to? How has he been? I know he was on a hardcore burnout arc where he got hustled by a grifter. So what ended up happening with that? Is he okay? I'm asking, is he okay? Oh. Oh, a clown man. This is like old news. But I don't know what happened. This is like... Bruh. He got roped into the clown man a while ago. I don't know what happened with it. Bruh. This is again, this is old news. I am just super out of the loop. He's good. He's in bed with the clown. Is he still? You shouldn't be. That's what I meant by a grifter. Toss the bottle. Oop. Thank you. Okay, let's get to work. Yeah? Time to get to work? Seems fine earlier. He seems fine today. Good. Good. Anby. Did I start an Anby FAQ? I have a seed one.
The line is strong. Let this
I
sword
have no idea if I started one.
send you away.
Looks like I did not. We will leave that. Okay, what do we do? Ow. What do we do?
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
Okay. We gotta make an Anby guide because I actually never made one. That's what's wrong. I generally never made an Anby video. So we're making one now. We're gonna give her the full treatment. I think it's only fair. Act like this is a new character. Only took a year. I don't know what you're... It's exactly on time. It's exactly on time. I don't know what you're talking about. Anby. Version 2.5. Okay, we don't need seed. Where's, like, something? You know what? We'll just use a picture of it. It doesn't need to be. That's a big picture of Anby. It was seed. It was seed. Wait. Oh my god. Hold on. You're right. Wait, you're right. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Anyway. Anby. Use a phase 2 clone? Oh my god. Sure. You know, the only difference is the helmet, right? It's the same otherwise. They just look more like stormtroopers. Whatever. Anby. What are Anby's mechanics? That in. Anby. I'm gonna try to raise my bitrate back up. Next stream. Aftershock. Silver Star. Additional ability. Need a new thing here. Potential unlocked. Potential unlock. Is that really all we need? Yeah. That's actually all we need. Cool. So Silver Star is your core ability. Yeah. Okay. Anby is currently the only on-field aftershock DPS and an electric attack agent. She uses attacks to build up her silver mark, which is consumed by white thunder to deal thunder smites, which are all considered aftershock. I love similar sounding terminology. You're pulling Anby for vibe? Respect. Shot 2.7 has a new aftershock. Ah. You know? If it's S-Rank Billy, I could see him being an S-Rank aftershock, fire aftershock character. I could actually see it. Wait, I'm still recording. Uh-oh. My B-roll. Ruined. We'll pull M2. Good luck, soldier. I guess I'll use my 8 pulls on Anby? I don't know what I'm going to use them on. Because I'm only doing 8 pulls. What's her M1? Her M1's actually pretty good. Sort of. Sort of. Kind of. Kind of very good. Weapon 10 pull, that I'm not worried about.
I've got your back.
Anyway. Thunder Smite, Star Consider Aftershock. Okay. Actually, we should start with Silver Star. Yeah, we should start with Silver Star. Silver Star. Do people care about the build-up values? I want to say no. I want to say no one cares about the build-up values. Technically, we have them. You care? Do I need to should I put them into a table? Do you need to know? How important is it? It's technically not. Just complicated, but it does make... It's very complicated. It's pretty needlessly complicated to put the big table in. But we could include it. Okay. As Anby attacks, she accumulates... What's the proper term? Enemies march with Silver Star when the enemy is affected by Silver Star. Okay. Yes. March with Silver Star. He builds up the Silver Star mark on enemies. Here is a big table of the build-up values or her attacks. Check it out if you want to. But the important things to know are B5 plus dodge counter. Or the build up from basic attacks is backloaded. Her dodge counter is fantastic. I think there's a bulleted list, honestly. EX special and ultimate fully charge the silver star or the mark. Chain attack kind of sucks. Or build up. Not damage. Damage good. Cool. Okay, let's now build the table. Because apparently you guys want to see it. Insert table. Big one. Center justify, please. Not that way. Hold on. Insert table. Big one. Bruh. Move over! It's fine, I got this. Where's Phil? Make it white. Contrast. Okay, now the table's too big. I can't reach. Seriously? What do you mean the table's too big for me to edit? Close enough. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking... Seriously? What? Why am I fighting this table? Move! I'm about to insert a fucking picture. I'm about to insert... Oh, that doesn't work either. You know what? We're just gonna make a picture. It's fine. Okay, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, dodge counter, EX special, ultimate, chain attack, defensive, assist, follow up, quick assist. Hello. Got all of her attacks? Yeah, that's all. Technically, dash attack, I don't care. And those are the GUH value. 4.7, 7, 3, 7, 3, 3. 16, 27, 17, 18. Wait, she has a B6? No. Back. Wait, what? Wait, who? Oh, third hit finisher, that's why. Seriously? 2B3's here? Okay. Actually has a B6, technically. Great. Plus 16. Wait, no, it's the new attack, isn't it? It's the 200. A value of 200. The B. Oh my god, they're out of fucking order. they're out of order. Okay, but either way, that's correct. Why are they out of order on August? Whatever. Thanks, Buff, for not being as organized as normal. Appreciate that. God bless. Wait, why is her EX special? Oh, there it is more. Dodge counter is still 50, yes. Attack is a 4. Defensive assist follow-up. 2405. Assist 6. 3. Yeah, Varka video, brand new. Make sure you check out the Varka video. Should we take a break? Take a break? I think we should take a break. If you are reading the table, max 3 out of 3 mark charges is 100 points. Has Varka been buffed yet? Tomorrow is Monday. He'll get buffed tonight? Probably. Probably he'll get buffed tonight. I got the video out at kind of the last possible moment. But he's not going to get dramatic. Okay, let me clarify this statement. This is Genshin. He probably won't be dramatically buffed. Probably. Just because it's Genshin and they don't really do that. Shout out Arya for getting nerfed again yesterday. Arya gets a balance change every day. So at this point, we're just gonna wait. Because they're not done. Keep changing it. They can't decide. The live stream is next week. They gotta decide soon. But for reference, Arya got nerfed again the other day. Not yesterday. I think it was the other day. Yeah. Let's take a break and read some Varka comments, yeah? Is his kit like Wanderer? Do you need to upgrade NA and E-skill? No, just E-skill. Holy, new Genshin content. Is his set VV? You know what? Sort by top. Sort by top. Varka being so abnormally underwhelming that it conjured up a video on Genshin. More Genshin was coming. I love how Varka is so ass that the whole Genshin TC community came together like the Avengers. Brought him out of retirement. Oh my god. Bruh. So it was more fun than a broken character in beta. Someone tried to say that with a straight face while counting 3 different power creep characters in Zenless. Life. Click the thumbnail instinctively thinking it was someone else's video. Genshin came. So did I. He was always threatening us to release more Genshin content. Unfortunately, he followed through. Last year's post-Lantern Night was actually Yume Mizuki. So, yeah. Was that forgettable? This is Varka's fate. He releases like that. He'll be a legend, like Dia. Mizuki being so bad and a standard is actually so confusing because they put more effort than normal into her. You know the funny thing about Yume Mizuki? She had officially licensed merchandise the month after she released. The fuck did that happen? They planned this ahead of time. They gave marketing materials to licensors for Yume Mizuki. It's like the first time they were ready when a character debuted. Very strange. Very, very strange. Varka situation so crazy. More Genshin content actually came. The Genshin content finally arrived. Weird that he didn't mention Varka's best team. Varka, Sucrose, Columbina, and Neffa. Lorp. Insane. More Genshin content is indeed coming. Address the Columbina team. More Genshin content is coming soon was promised to me 1,000 years ago. Prophecy has been fulfilled. Aforementioned Genshin, the infamous Genshin content. Bro came back to cover Banya 2.0 and then leave again. Respect. I've never liked the wheelchair thing. I think it discredits very good teams that have synergy. It's one thing if you're playing Ayato and he does nothing. But if you're playing like Navia, Lunar Crystallize is actually something to do. It's actually beneficial. These characters are, you're playing a pyro character getting overloads. This is actual synergy. It's time to stop discrediting good teams by calling them wheelchair. Just because you don't like that supports do damage. Get over it. Literally get over it. Good supports do damage. You do not want more llamas. Fucking llama. Bitch. I've been praying for times like this. But yeah, you want supports that do damage. Teams with like... Teams with diversified damage profiles are generally the better one. Trying to use a blanket term to discredit these teams is not... I don't like it. I've never liked it. Because that is what it is. You're discrediting these teams. You're saying, oh, they don't count. Because they're wheelchair. Get off your high horse, buddy. Do not like that term. Do not like the way people use it. So I choose to not. Call it Zamboni. Call it... True. I actually used to call it dog drag. But anyway. Bruh. Drivers? What is a driver? You mean a synergistic on-field DPS who's doing damage and contributing to the team? I hate to tell you this, any character is extremely replaceable. Your Mahuika, easily replaceable with Arlecchino. So therefore, Citalali, Shilin, and Bennett is actually a wheelchair. Mahuika wheelchair, gotta be one of my favorite teams. Don't know what to tell you, man. It means nothing. It's kind of pointless. You're trying to make a distinction to discredit these teams. That's all it is. That's how it's used. That's what it is. Ugh. How many normal attacks do I do with Furina C6? 2. 2 for a full team heal. I've been praying for times like this. Whoa, I thought this was the wrong channel. Ironic that he hates Genshin for team restrictions, but likes Zenless. Law base. I think really what it is Varka's restrictions are really simple. Varka has so many restrictions, but the big one is that his team can't have a reaction in it. And that's kind of the biggest thing with Varka. His team cannot have a reaction. Besides Swirl. Ow. Don't have Dial-In or Jiao? Oh, yeah, no 6. Okay. I was gonna say, how do you not have Jiao? Can you do a Defiler kill? Probably, if your build is good enough, absolutely. Columbina in FA. You're really not playing Varka. That is when you are actually just not really playing Varka, and you should play something else. Unironically, I would recommend it for Navia. I would not recommend it for Varka. If that makes sense. You're just not really playing your character. What melee Shaska? You know, the funny thing is that Varka's swords have independent ICDs. If they shared an ICD, it could have actually been really funny. Oh well. It's a shame that they don't, but it's probably better this way. Is it true that Inefa Columbina is better than playing Varka? Yeah, more or less. More or less, yeah. Not really the point, though, because that is something that will... if Varka gets buffed, that'll be the first thing that isn't as good. But because Varka is under 2, yes, there are teams where not playing Varka is better than playing Varka. And that's just a consequence of him not being balanced. He's standard? Probably not. He's kind of lore important. There have been Varka savers since 1.0. I'd be a little surprised if he was standard. You know, how stupid of a theory. He's not good because he's a Mondstadt character. Then wouldn't it be significantly better than the other Mondstadt characters? How stupid of an idea is that? Reminder, the last Mondstadt limited character before Durin was Eula. Small reminder. All the way back in 1.5. Durin is a new Mondstadt character though, and so is Varka. You're finally getting new Mondstadt characters. Took them 5 years. But hey, they did it. The new character that boosts him in the future? Yes. Here we go. Ready? This is what's up with Varka. Not Varka. What was I saying? Uh-oh. Wait, what was I going to talk about? I have no idea. Knights buffs. He's Hexerai. No. I think that those are the Mondstadt buffs. They did the Mondstadt buffs. They're not going to do another round. I think they will buff Leeway. The Leeway Limiteds will probably get their buffs next. Yeah, I forget what I was going to say, so we're just going to go on. Varka's biceps are as big as my disappointment. Not only his biceps, his swords, too. I'm Genshin content. Buffed every Mondstadt limited besides Eula. Yeah, I know. It's really funny. It's really funny that they just left her out. It's... For, Tau C6, they're probably going to make it always active. If I had to get... You make it always active and give crit damage, too. If I had to guess what they would do. Because at this point in time, a guaranteed crit guaranteed crits at all times is not really overpowered. You could easily do it. Mages don't do fizz damage. Magic missile. Bruh. Genshin content. Pre-release kit on a Genshin character? What timeline is this? 150k DPS is expected. Me, who has a single team that hits 150. Varka's so legendary. Even he made a video. The Varka does not concern himself with optimal damage. The good old days. We're back. Xenoblade 2. ZZZ so dead, he went back to Genshin. What buffs do you do for Utao? You just add flat HP scaling to every charged attack. Maybe that's what you do with C2. You make the 10% HP apply to every charged attack. You remove the cap on her attack. It's cute that there's a 40,000 HP at 715 base attack. That shit's antiquated. We have more HP than that. It's not. Get that out of here. You could make her impossible to be healed above 50% HP. You could definitely do that. Make it so she's always 50% at this point. What else could you do? I mean, you could just also increase damage. She needs normal attack plus 3. She needs normal attack plus 3 on constellations. Most Genshin characters do. Yeah, you could also just give more damage. D1 is free. Doesn't matter. How do you buff Xiao? You just have to double his damage. You can't buff him. He just has to do double damage every plunge. There's nothing else you could possibly do. He simply just does not have the talent values to be relevant. Maybe you triple his multiplier on plunge. There's genuinely nothing else you can do. I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's it. That's all you can do. Technically, you can improve his energy situation. That's something you could do. How do you buff Tartalia? He needs a higher energy refund. Honestly, give him 2 bursts. Make it so one of his bursts is free after using the other burst. Give him the Shungus. After you use range burst, melee burst is free. That instantly doubles his damage. Assuming you vape both. You'd also want to increase his damage. You should probably fix his set, because Nymph, being as bad as it is, has always been a problem, but they're not going to do that. That they're never going to do. But yeah, I think what you do with Tartaglia is you do, after you use ranged ult, melee ult is free. I think it's a really simple change, but it's definitely effective. How do you buff Varka? You increase his damage. Yeah, ultimates. HP drain, no energy, can't swap out. Let's not... Okay, the main restriction for Xiao is no energy in ult. Which was solved by Farazan, but... Yes, Xiao could use more energy. But she also just needs to do more damage. Xiao simply does not do enough damage. He very plainly has a numbers problem. Let's break this down. That's not... Xiao. Hello, Xiao. This is Xiao. This is his plunge at talent level 10. Or 40. Or 404. Plunge not found. 404, plunge not found. He gets 90 damage bonus. 95 damage bonus. That's just not good enough to only jump up and down 11 or 12 times. Actually, now you only jump up and down 8 times. Because people play around the Xianyun. Because, reminder, Xianyun literally doubles Xiao's plunge damage. Because she adds a multiplier that he doesn't have. Where is it? 200%? Yeah. She adds 200% to that 404, and she adds another 200... Yeah. Actually, she adds another 400% to that 200 with C2. It's not about the base values not being good enough. They don't have to design characters that get multipliers on those values. They can just make those values high. Example would be, I guess, Kinich. Where he doesn't have a talent that directly increases it. It's just high. Your characters are simply just better. The base values don't matter if they're good. They can add as much flavor text and additional ability restrictions as they want. The fact is that the multipliers are the base values. And you're not meant to play without them, especially for Skirk. Or you literally aren't meant to play without these being multiplied by 1.4. You basically can't play without them being multiplied by 1.4. I think it's 1.4, right? Am I wrong? It is 1.4, right? Where is it? It's somewhere here. 170, not 1.4, 1.7. Sorry, my bad, 1.7. But anyway. The base values are irrelevant. You want to see the tragic thing? Skirk pre 1.7 multiplier has like 281, 253, 160 plus 160, 170 plus 170, and that gets multiplied by 1.7. This is Varka. $161, 59 plus 110, and these get multiplied by 2.2. And they're still lower than Skirk's. And he attacks much slower. This is what we mean when we say Varka has a numbers. These values simply are not high enough. Again, that doesn't really matter. Characters can just have high values on their attacks. Sometimes, if we want to go like back in time, an E-skill can be a buff. Hutao has an E-skill that gives her 2,000 attack. Because Hutao has half of a base attack. Funny thing, Hutao has half of a base attack. Internally, the value is divided by 2. I think it's also a 4-star value. That's to make attack percent bad on her. Because they didn't know how to design these characters before. But that leads to funny stuff. Like, here's Columbina. Okay, I lied. Columbina also has half a base attack. Here's Furina, who has more than double Hutao's base attack. And it's completely unused. Funny thing. Yelan has the same thing. Actually, literally the exact same. I'm surprised they did it for Columbina. Good for Columbina. They remembered they could do this. I guess. I guess they remembered they could pull out that trick. Anyway. Jibai as well. What is this mat? Oh. Oh my god, she uses glaze lilies? Wow. Yeah, I guess Columbina does have the new lowest base attack stat. Let me see. What do the 1.04 stars have? It's definitely gonna be higher. Yeah. Yeah. Columbina has the lowest base attack in the game now. Congratulations, Columbina. You did it. It doesn't actually change anything. It does not matter. But it is funny. Buy the glaze lily. I mean, you can if you want. Change the range. That's not true. Those values are arbitrary. They simply just choose to make characters use their E-skills instead. Here's a character that uses his normal attack talent. Here you go. Here's a good example. This is Neuvillette. He just uses his normal attack talent. It gets multiplied by 1.6. But he just uses his normal attack talent. There you go. Bruh. Apparently Arlecchino does as well. It's a DPS increase. His damage, it's 2.5. I believe it's 2.5, his damage. Not the team, but his damage, 2.5. Aftershock. Anby consumes silver star marks with the special attack. After using her special 3 times, we'll do a finisher. While silver mark is active, while Anby is on field, teammate, well, all aftershock damage is increased by, or is buffed by damage bonus, and 80% of Anby's crit rate, crit damage. It's 80%, right? Oh, it's 30%. Oops. Ding Guang. Ace. Zibai should have just been Ningguang. That competitive? The relative increases. Is he competitive? No, because he's not competitive at a baseline. The relative increase is similar, yes. There are outliers like Shaska, whose damage triples, but Shaska is a bad character at baseline. So it makes her as good as a regular C6 character. Okay. Do I need to explain what an aftershock is? I'll quickly explain. Aftershocks are generally, or aftershock is an animation tag that could be attached to any attack, but is generally used for off-field attacks. Anby's special attacks, chain attacks, and ultimate are all considered aftershock damage. The reason this matters is uptime, Shadow Harmony, and Orpheus zeroed in buff, as well as benefiting from the buffs in Anby's kit or aftershocks. Because Anby buffs aftershock damage, buffs all aftershock damage, the aftershock agents played with her deal additional damage because there, damage. Than they normally do. Right? Yeah. Reminder, the C6 damage ceiling goes up every year. You think power creep is bad for C0 5 stars? Don't look at C6 5 stars. Don't look at C6 5 stars. Back in Fontaine, 300k DPS full C6 team was good. Now, bruh. You get the idea. We were looking at 500 in Natlan, and now we're looking at over 1 million. I think by the end of Natlan it was 700, and now it's 2 million. What is Flinz's C6? It is Lek Elevation, right? I think it's Lek Elevation. It does. Genshin. The important thing is that power creep doesn't matter because people don't engage with it. Why? Because the endgame sucks. And it's just unimportant because there's so much game you can play in again. Why should you concern yourself with the endgame? Right? Genshin content. The fabled Genshin content. Varka's damage so bad he made Genshin content. Genshin content. Make more Genshin content. Funny if Nicole is a shielder. You can't use title shadow. Wajaja. Genshin content. You know it's serious when he comes back to Genshin to slander Varka. Don't you love characters with no teams, no damage, and no animations? He has great particle effects. Why does the AI response know who Furina is? What the fuck? What the... Best intro. I'm so sad for Varka. I never thought I'd see the day more Genshin content actually came. Bruh. Genshin content. People associate mid with bad. But Varka fits the definition of it. This is just how language works. Mid has a negative connotation. If you wanted to refer to something as okay or average, you should use the word fine or okay or chill. Unrelated. I hope that Nicole is not exclusively a Hexarai buffer. How about Varka, Shenhe, Venti, Mika? Fuck. Holy cook. Genshin came. Bro's not beating the standard Battner allegation. I loved when Genshin was not scared of selling characters by meta. Inazuma and Sumero Charahers were most of the time not good. Fontaine ruined that, and Natlan was just insane. Sir, this is a Wendy's? Genshin? Genuine question. Would you rather Nicole be a Bennett power creep only for Hexarai or a straight Bennett power creep? Because I'm very much ready to dump this man. Honestly, I'll say it. C0 Arlecchino was never better than Hu Tao. I'll fucking say it finally. Fuck. It's all copium. It was all built on a house of lies. Fuck. Everyone pulled C2. And convinced themselves. Bruh. Anyway. And then the Mahika just did more damage than C2 Arlecchino at C0. Kind of proving that point. Bruh. Arlecchino got power crapped before she reran. Before she had her first rerun. She reran after Mahika. She released. It was in the same update. It was. She was second half of her first rerun. God. What a funny character. I have C6R5 Arlecchino, by the way. Yeah, she's not even very under. She's just frustrating and bad. C0 with Tassel is just not a good experience. I would never recommend to anyone. The fact is, you know what really sucks? When you don't have any damage? Being unable to be healed. The best way to deal with that downside is to do a lot of damage and clear the content. But when you're not doing a lot of damage, you'll just die. It's not fun. It's really unpleasant. I would not recommend anyone play Arlecchino at this point. Imagining how overtuned Nicole has to be to buff Varka as much as Bennett, while also doing Inefo level of damage. While also being a sustain. It's freaking me out. It would make Escofia Inefo Lauma look balanced. Eh. I think Lauma sucks. Anyway. Wait, it was coming? His favorite non-cry character. R2, I'm sorry. When R2 likes a character, this is a red flag. R2 says he likes a character. You should not count on that character being great. This has sealed the deal for me. I'm sorry, R2. Apologies. Low reward, all risk, yeah. R2 should start liking the next Void Hunter. Bruh. Anyway, Dev's got lazy with his ult. He does a big switch. It's similar to the D-Luke ult, isn't it? Kinda. I don't know. Fine. It's cool enough. I'm not gonna complain about it. Character Zajev likes gets nerfed or is bad. Yeah, that too. Zajev liking a character is also a red flag. I can even let R2? I don't think so. It's Eula ult with black bar, whatever. I don't care. You're never gonna see it. His ult is hysterically bad. Anyone see the thumbnail? And holy shit. Genshin content wasn't a scam? Hope he gets buffed. I lost 145 pulls on Durin's dumbass because I was pulling for Varka. You know, it's the thing. Pull Durin, wait for Varka. Pull Varka, wait for Nicole. Pull Nicole, wait for Alice. When does it end? When do you get to play the game? When does it stop? Bruh. Go play, only watch. Cover Inefa now! Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, Inefa Polars didn't have to wait. And Lava Polars also didn't have to wait. Full Shonen Suit Lolly and Inefa Lama for Nouvelle just to not play him anymore. What a goat. You forgot Escoffier. You pulled the Escoffier for Skirk and now she's benched. I still like Skirk. I do still like Skirk. After Banya, he is back to defend another underwhelming male DPS in beta. He changed hoodie mid-video? Huh? Skirk is divorced from everything else. Technically, Skirk monopolizes Furina. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore, but she technically does. What is this? Genshin content? Genshin content? OMG, Genshin content! Reads feck as feck. Boy, I love Fyro. Feck you, buddy. They call him 006. They call him 0006. 0 unrestricted teams. 0 TPS. 0 enjoyability. 6 weeks of dry patch. Give me liberty. Give me fire. Give me Nicole or I retire. Use my strength. I said I could beat Capitano. Use my horses to run my ass back to Mondstadt. He's been waiting for years to be released to power creep everyone. He'll hit 150k DPS eventually. Can't wait for Nicole. Just wait for the Knights of Favonius buff. Just wait for the Knights of Favonius. Parker could definitely beat Capitano. Favonius resonates. Back to Anby. Anby's additional ability is damage bonus or aftershocks. Great. Or Anby. Additional doesn't matter, so I'm not even gonna stunner support. Additional is stun or support. Slander if it's true. Well, in print it's libel. Nailed it. Nailed it. Correct. time is it? You might be stupid. It's on the screen. It's on the screen. Look at the bottom right corner to see the time. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry. But the time is on the screen. I'm sorry. Bruh. Strike the call and Neko author. You never know. Really, it's 10 p.m., but sure. Okay, this was a funny thread. Genshin content? Mizuki was after Lantern Raid, not Varesa. Oops. Genshin was real. I've just run Varka, Durin, Yelan, Cock. Run Varka on VV for Pyro Red Shred to vape Durin's hits. Yeah, let's put Capitano in the chair. Let's release only one male character for a year. Let's just make Varka. People have been hyped since 1.0. Completely dog shit. Oh my god, these devs. And then before people say, oh, you got Flynn's and you got Durin, and both of them are good. So, why can't Varka be good? We got 2 male 5 stars after a year of drought? What's stopping them making the 3rd good? Arguably one of the most hyped characters. In Nodcry Broken? The ceiling and power creep is already bad. Why stop at Varka? Yeah, groovy. People like to say, Sino, Dia was literally a different era of the game and shouldn't be mentioned. Legit, there has been no bad characters since Sijuin. At worst, we got average characters. Varka is just terrible for a 2026 DPS. The thing about Sino and Dia is you get to use racism allegations. You get to accuse them of being racist. What is the thing about saying Sino and Dia? So pick your lane. Are they sexist? Are they racist? Are they both? What if they're both? What are we gonna do? Oh no, not both. Mizuki. But how would you know if they're treating him poorly? Reminder, this is V1. If by release he's insane, all content creators and crybabies like you who talk about him should just delete everything you said, right? Because that's how it should work. If they release him like this, then yes, your comment has a point. But now, it's basically me. My husbando not do 200k DPS in V1 beta. Me. Be for real right now. Bruh. Engines. Anby still has one of the biggest engines. But either way, let's get them. Severed Innocence. You know something I like about Genshin? The 5-star weapons are used to not be as locked down. This is something that I like about Genshin. It's kind of a shame that we've lost that in Genshin and we've lost it in the other Hoyo games. I liked when a 5-star weapon was good on multiple characters. To the point where, regarding the Nod Cry characters, if I pull Varka, there will have been 2 of them that I do not have to pull the 5-star weapon for. Because I just have other viable. Like, directly viable. Like a 4 stars. Zenless has good 4-star weapons in most cases. In most cases, Zenless has good 4-star engine. Brimstone. Wait, this is actually already perfect. This is... Alright, fair enough. Mission accomplished. We did it, baby! Varka is... Oh, man. Drive discs. 2-piece can be crit, attack, or pen. This is what I always do. All right, let's get some portraits. We will need you. Wait, I actually have to have seed here. Seed technically has to be included. Wow. That's the wrong replace. Yeah, seed actually gets to be included here. Okay, that's all the Anby teams. I need an A rank only team. What is the A rank only team? Yes, it's Nicole Polk. Nicole Cope? She's not really Cope with Anby. She's actually quite good with Anby, because Anby supports Give Death Shred. The downside of Anby is still just how expensive her teams are. But you could definitely make it work. Okay, teams. Believe it or not, most Obol agents are somewhat interchangeable with each other. This gives Anby and Seed a lot of team options that are relatively similar. But yes, if you were curious, I do consider Anby better than Seed. Sorry. Okay. Look at the doc. Yeah, absolutely. They're usually somewhat incomplete, but yeah. Like, I'm not gonna write down a lot of this stuff. There's some stuff I'm just not really gonna write. That's all. Like Mindscapes, I'm gonna leave pretty barren. And I'm not gonna write out the comments on the team. Excuse me. Ow. Dual skills, 10%. Increase. Dual skills, 10%. Increase. Was them too? I actually don't know anymore. To be honest. The buff makes it weird. Anyway, back to comments. Poyo is a joke. People need to speak out before Varka releases, so devs see it and buff him. Complaining after he releases is useless and there's no point. These are beta leaks. People aren't supposed to see in the first place. Good luck with that, buddy. Durin and good in the same sentence. Those who know. I don't know if Nicole is going to be a hex buffer. Boost him as much as Columbina boosted lunar teams. But Varka is significantly worse than all lunar DPS. So are his supports. I just pray he's not standard. Why did you stop making Genshin videos? Is C6 Gene good with Varka? Another problem with Varka. His teammates, Durin and Venti, are bums. This is something I've talked about a lot on stream. I think Durin is an underpowered character. He does less damage than Escoffier and Tanefa, is a worse buffer, and is not a shielder or healer. Why is Durin so underpowered? I really have no idea. But he technically is. Nicole will buff him, I guess? Who knows? But he's technically underpowered. He is a bit of a bum. Well, not really. You know how many Shotacons love Durin? They love him more than Wanderer. I don't get it, but go off, Queen. Ugh. Slay. Really? Yeah, people love Durin. I don't exactly get it, but there are people who are very passionate, very vocal about loving Durin. It is what it is. He is your dumb son. See? Anby's M1 EX special does 3 white thunder damage. They're in an adult. He's an immortal dragon creature. who was reborn as a human. He's ageless. He's... So I guess. Or important. He's less lore important than Varka. The lore for Durin is his corpse's dragon spine. He is dragon spine. That's where it gets the name from. If you care. That's basically the entire lore. It's the creation of Reindotir, like Albedo. He's technically lore important. He's not as lore important. His mom is pretty lore important. He's like as lore important as Albedo. More or less. Anyway. White thunder damage. I actually don't know how much of a damage increase. When was my last Anby sheet? I have no idea. Did I not label this? Row. Ah, there it is. 9:15. What day is it? 1/18/26. Is this post buff too? No. No, it's not. How do I install the buff then? Wait, is it really? No, it is. This is the buff, right? Thunderstrike is the extra hit? I think so. Is it? Yes, it is. They did buff it though. I got buffed. It's actually higher damage. Wait, these skill values are wrong. Wait, these... I'll figure it out. Wait, they renamed? Bruh, they renamed the special? Where did they rename the special? Where's Azure Flash? Where's White Thunder? Wait, no. This is not the right thing. Wait, what are these things? Boundary. When special attack, yeah, Thunder Slash. Boundary will be automatically triggered. Skill ends. What? Ah. Okay, yes, that's the finisher. What's Boundary? Wait. What's Thunder Smite? Thunder Smite is additional damage from White Thunder. When White Thunder triggers 3 times on the same enemy. Wait, then what's Azure Flash Boundary? When Thunder Smite is triggered, this one is also activated. Okay. Thanks. What? What? What the confusing text? Okay. Sure. They got rid of the blue light. No, it's there. It's 7 still. Okay. It's just 3, 3, 4. This is this, and then I need to add additional hit to you, which is 375. Plus 3, 6, 2%. Cool. Go. This is considered aftershock already, so that's already implemented. Okay. It's 50%. Instead of 25. But I really never. Death Shred 25. Oh, I have it. I've been. Anyway, I know I have the Death Shred working. It confused me for a second, but I know I have it working. Okay, well, that's it then. Yep. Okay. We're all good. What do we do? So, thank you. EX special. What is White Thunder slash? Hey, what is? Ah, I see what I did. I know what I did. Okay. I just put it over there because I was lazy. I just... Okay. I see what I did. Oops. You have M6 Miyabi? You never played Mono Ice? Don't bother. It's fun. Just have fun. If you have Trigger, try Trigger Yuzua. At least if you have Trigger's engine. Got that. Go. Aftershock, yeah. Okay, we are now in a position set up to look at M1. Yay. This is M0. M1 is every time she uses the EX special attack, it does 3 White Thunder. $12 plus 6. Oh, it's like 10%. Okay. That answers the question. Ten, 12%-ish damage increase. Just say 12%-ish because I'm lowballing it with 10%. M2. M2 a good scoop? I really don't know. Crit rate increases by 12%. It also procs Azure Boundary. Oh, that would make it much better. How much better would that make it? I also need to add 6 here. It also triggers boundary. Okay. Are you sure? It's kind of sus, but whatever. That would make it 20%. I will ask. Yeah. M4. 12% red shred. 12% electric. Res ignore. 12% increase on neutral. And 12%. 6 white thunder equals 1000% aftershock. She has pretty normal mindscapes. I guess that's the way to phrase it. They're just normal. Do we record it? Would you guys like to record it tonight? Or should we do it tomorrow? How do I look? Looking good. 7 out of 10. My schedule. The Astro video is actually already done. Spoiler. Wait, if I click it, it's gonna hyperlink it. The Astro video is technically already done. We prepared that one ahead of time. Fix your hair. Look like you fought a bear. Perfect. How do I fix my hair? I have no idea. Ugh. Okay, chat. There you go, right? Perfect. Gorgeous. I'm not looking at it. I need a haircut. I'll worry about that another day. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what? It really doesn't matter. All right, let's go. All right. It's 11. Yeah. Woo! Did you know I never made an Anby guide? I know, right? I never made one. So, better late than never. This is an Anby guide. Updated for version 2.5. As if it was updated in the first place. Fine. But yeah, this is Anby. Anby is our only on-field Aftershock DPS. She is an electric attack agent of technically not Obel Squad. She's Silver Squad Commander as part of New Eridu Defense Force. She is part of the Obel Squad faction. I don't care what the lore is. The mechanics of it is she's part of the Obel Squad faction. Okay? Okay. Her attacks build up the Silver Mark, which is consumed by doing a White Thunder attacks to deal Thunder Smites. And that damage is considered Aftershock. So Anby is an on-field DPS who has essentially her own band of supports in the Obel Squad operatives. So while Anby is on field, she's doing as many dodge counters as she can. And you're playing the other Obel Squad agents, and they're doing off-field Aftershock attacks. Now, I talked about Silver Star. When Anby is on field, you will see a triangle on enemies. This is Silver Star, or the Silver Star Mark. As she attacks enemies with her basic attacks, dodge counter, EX special, chain attack, ultimate, assist follow-up, quick assist, dash attack, teammate aftershocks. Those attacks all build up Silver Star. For the interest of being pseudo-intellectual, this is the table for all of the Silver Star buildups. This is a table with all of the Silver Star buildup for her attacks. Check it out if you want to, but I'm going to give you the important cliff notes. The buildup from her basic attacks is backloaded. She gets more Silver Star buildup from her from the end of her basic attack string. Her dodge counter is fantastic. It gives you half of the mark. 2 dodge counters, full mark. Her EX special and her ultimate attack both fully charge the mark, and her chain attack kind of sucks. But it's all right. More or less. It's especially worth noting that that does not include the damage. Her chain attack is actually quite good for damage now that she got buffed. But, hey, technically for Silver Mark buildup, it's not very good. To better interpret the table, if you're trying to, 100 is the full 3 out of 3. So it's 33.3 per mark. Per third of the mark. How do you consume Silver Mark? You press special. When you use her special 3 times in a row, Anby has a special finisher attack. Anby has a special finisher attack. Technically, she has 2 finisher attacks. One you can't see because it doesn't have an animation. The other one was added with her potential unlock, and she does a fancy animation. That animation can play while she is off field, so doing 3 switching out is definitely something you can do with Anby. A little bit of min-max. Additionally, while Silver Mark is active, aka, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. While Anby is on field, the silver mark is considered as active or present. This is the indicator for Anby's buffs to apply. She increases all aftershock damage with damage bonus that depends on her potential unlock level, and 30% of her crit damage. So building Anby with lots of crit damage means you get lots of damage from Orphe and Trigger. And having Anby on field means that Orphe and Trigger do more damage than if any other agent was on field. Essentially, Anby makes Orphe and Trigger do the damage that they probably should always do. That's how her team works. And you know what? She does it pretty great. Now, what is Aftershock? The definition for Aftershock is kind of loose because it doesn't have a strict definition. It's an animation tag that can be arbitrarily added to any attack or excluded from any attack. But if the kit says an ability is considered an Aftershock, it's considered an Aftershock. For Anby, that's her special attacks, her chain attacks, and her ultimate. For Orphe, that's her special attack and EX special attack, chain attack and ultimate, and enhanced basic attack. For Trigger, it's her basic attacks. Or her off-field basic attacks. You see what I mean when I say it's pretty arbitrary? But generally, it is off-field attacks, except Anby's are all on, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's arbitrary. You get the idea. If it says Aftershock, it's an Aftershock. If it doesn't, El Bozo Rip, not an Aftershock. Lycon buff, where he's off-field attacking, not an Aftershock. Seed Punch, if you swap off, not an Aftershock. What's a better example? Zhao Charged Attack that automatically activates after any of her actions, not an Aftershock. You can cut some of this tangent. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, Anby's additional ability is the damage bonus for Aftershock agents and some extra crit rate for Anby. The conditional for this is stunner support. It's always going to be active, so it doesn't matter. Just means you can't play triple attack Anby. Now, Anby has a potential unlock, which means she got buffed. The hand of God has reached down, plucked up Anby and said, "You aren't good enough. Do more damage, scrub." And then threw her back into the world, and she decided to do more damage. What did Anby's potential unlock do? It made her ultimate chain attack be considered Aftershock. It increased the damage bonus that she gives to teammates by 25%. It was 25%, now it is 50%. And they added the finisher to or after using 3 special attacks. I should specifically say the finisher animation. Additionally, they made it so you can cancel Anby's dodge counter with a dodge. I have no idea why they did that, but they did it, so I'll mention it. Kind of cool. It's really confusing. I kind of wish that one made more sense to me. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah. Now, let's talk about Anby's engine situation. Anby is one of the characters that benefits the most from having her S-rank engine. This is Severed Innocence. It gives a lot of crit damage. And the only character who can fully stack it is Anby, because she's one of the only characters that uses all of those attack types. Yeah, Severed Innocence, crit damage main stat, gives crit damage. Pretty good. essentially, this weapon is just stats, but it's a lot of stats. The point where essentially it is significantly better than other engines. There's an engine calc on screen. I'm not looking at one right now. I didn't do it before recording. Shh. We'll tell chat. You do not have Severed Innocence or are not pulling Severed Innocence. You could use a generic crit engine like Heartstring Nocturne or Zanchin Herb Case. Or you could use Brimstone, or you could use Starlight Engine. If you do not have like a generic crit limited, I would use Brimstone before Starlight Engine. The problem with Starlight Engine is it requires quick assists, and her team does have access to quick assists, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's not always going to be up. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Drive discs, Shadow Harmony. That is it. That's what you use. Shadow Harmony. This is the Aftershock set. This is the Aftershock DPS. Doesn't take a genius to put it together. If you're looking for two-piece options, it can be anything really. Crit, attack, or pen. Technically, crit and pen are the two good ones. Up to you. Main stats, crit. Then slot 5 can be electric, attack, pen. Electric attack or pen. Slot 6, attack percent. Now, regarding pen percent, that comes with an asterisk. Anby's what am I saying? Anby's teammates can give Death Shred if you're using Orphe, or if you have Trigger's Engine, especially if you have both. You probably don't actually want pen percent, but I will mention it anyway because it's always technically an option. Slot 6, always going to be attack percent. Imagine if it wasn't. Wouldn't that be strange? Huh. Anyway. Now, keep in mind, Anby's teams have Trigger in them, who is a stun agent, but you're not always going to be chasing 4 stuns. You're going to be doing a lot of dodge counters and staying on Anby as much as possible. It's kind of counterintuitive to not chase stuns, but you'll learn. You'll learn that 3 good stuns is better than 4 half-baked stuns for Anby, just because she can do a lot of damage outside stun, and she struggles with having the decibels to ult 4 times. Generally, she just doesn't ult 4 times. So, yeah. That's what's up with Anby. This is pretty different than other agents, but that's Anby's thing. She's different. She's uses her own team with supports that no one else really takes advantage of. It's both the biggest upside and the biggest downside about Anby, that she's so almost self-contained, but none of that stuff is free. You gotta pull for it. So you gotta spec into Anby to really get her going, but she happens to be quite good at the moment, so it's up to you if you want to invest in Anby coin. Anby to the moon! With Anby, you don't always want to use full team chains, but full team chains is the best way to get more decibels, or chain attacks in general is a great way to get decibels, but you can bypass it. You can also do 2 chains on Anby instead, since Anby's chain is considered an aftershock. It actually does pretty good damage now. This is against the old Anby advice, which was to not really use chain attack, because it just wasn't worth doing because it wasn't considered an aftershock, but now it's quite good. So, it doesn't exactly matter. If you have 3 marks coming into stun, if you're on manual mode, you can activate stun after the 3rd special, and she'll automatically do the finisher while you're using teammate chain attacks. That is a useful tip. Nothing else really matters that much. Make sure you spend resources in stun. If you have teammate ults, you're going to want to drop them in stun. That includes Trigger and Orphe. But that's all seed stuff. It doesn't matter. So Anby is an Obel Squad agent. What does that mean? It means she's got a lot of team options. You can play Trigger Orphe. You could play Astra Orphe. You could play Astra Trigger. You could play Seed Astra. You could play... You can't play that one. Why is that here? You could play Seed Trigger. Most of these teams are going to be somewhat interchangeable. I believe the best one to be Trigger Orphe. I will stand by that, but there can be exceptions, and it can definitely depend on fight. When you're playing against Typhon Destroyer, for example, Trigger is booty. Or an enemy with high stun multiplier that stuns itself often, or stuns itself, period. Trigger is booty and can easily be replaced. I think Orphe is a lot better than Trigger. I'll say it. I think Orphe is better than Trigger. Orphe is a pretty cool agent. But yeah, most of the Obel agents are somewhat interchangeable. And you can get pretty similar performance. You can also play Anby with Seed. Because since Anby got buffed, Anby's kind of just a better DPS than Seed. So the Seed teams with Anby in them are not exactly great anymore. Or, I'm not gonna say not great. They're not exactly top tier recommendations anymore, but hey, I'll mention them because they're fun. And you might like them. If you do not have any S-rank characters, really simple. The first character that I recommend slotting in is Nicole. Nicole, kind of a pain in the bum to optimize, but if once you learn how to keep up her buffs, she's very good. Also gives energy refund on ult, which is really useful for Anby teams. So Nicole can easily replace any of the Obel supports. So can Astra if you pull Astra. If you have none of the supports, the full A-rank team is Nicole Pulchra. Pulchra, I say it a lot, really underrated agent. She's simple. She doesn't do that much, but what she does well enough, especially for a free character. Pulchra, definitely recommend using if you don't have any other options. Pulchra is always there for you. So is Nicole. Nicole and Pulchra are always there for you. So yeah, before we talk about Mindscapes, that's what's up with Anby. Her biggest downside is simply just how many pulls her team blunts. Because it kind of just doesn't stop. It's how deep do you want to go? And all that for performance that is quite good, but maybe not top tier. Anby's one of the better DPS in the game right now, but it's not dominant. And it's pretty likely the next Void Hunters will be electric and fire. So if you're going to wait for that, you definitely could. And you could skip Anby, especially since she is on the discount banner. It could be a red flag, or it could be a sign that, hey, Anby's pretty good. You should maybe get Anby. Up to you. You can read that however you want. I'm just interpreting it. I'm not even interpreting it. I'm just stating ways that you could. Now, speaking of that, these are Mindscapes. Let's talk about Mindscapes, yeah? I've just realized I left Astra M2 out of the Astra video. Oops. Small oopsies. Probably fine. So Anby's first Mindscape is actually really quite good. In general, Anby has normal Mindscapes. They're all 10, 12, 15%-ish damage increases. They're just remarkably normal. Her M1 is her EX special does 3 White Thunders of damage every time it is used without spending White Thunders or Silver Star Mark. Ooh, fancy names. Her M2 is 12% crit rate plus free Silver Star marks after ultimate. Her M3 is plus 2 all skills. Plus 2 all skills, always 10% damage increase, almost always. Her M4 is 12% electric res ignore. That's 12%. If the enemy has 0% electric resistance, it is less if they have negative electric resistance. It is more if they have positive electric resistance. But it's generally quite good. M5 plus 2 all skills. M6 is after using 6 White Thunders, get 1000% aftershock. It's also a fine M6. Maybe if you want to complain about Anby's Mindscapes, it's that her teammates do damage, so the relative increases may not be as much as they sound on paper. I like Anby. If you are currently playing Anby and enjoying her, getting a Mindscape can definitely help keep her relevant for your account. It may not be the biggest deal in the world, but anything helps. The only reason I talk about Mindscapes as much is because the discount banner makes it much more approachable to get. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about Anby. Pretty good character. Okay, that works. For Anby rerun. My favorite anime? Oh, I have no idea. At this point, I have no idea. Yeah, we kind of got everything done that I needed tonight. So you guys take care. Who do I send you? I have no idea. We did all our dailies, right? Yeah. Tomorrow is gonna probably be an Enfield stream. And by Enfield stream, I mean we're gonna do Enfield research. I guess I just want... I guess. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Enfield research tomorrow. I think that's my stream plan.